A lot of you asked for the full breakdown of the footage, so that is exactly what we are doing today. This footage has been viewed millions of times by people online, but while reviewing it frame by frame, I noticed something that immediately caught my attention. Watch this. Stop. Now you notice the frame change? No more time, no more date. And the video quality slightly drops. Maybe there's a simple explanation. Maybe there isn't. Now we're gonna go back and I'm gonna stitch in some extra footage so we can know exactly what's going on here. Okay, so this is the original footage. Look how pristine that is. Then it cuts over into a secondary video where you see Austin Metcalf entering in. As you can see, he had someone else with him that had on a blue hoodie. So if you follow that across the screen, you can pretty much see where Austin and Hunter and the person that's in that blue hoodie is. And as you can see, they're walking pretty fast. There's been a lot of debate online whether or not Karmelo was supposed to be up under the tent, but nobody seems to bring up the fact that Austin and his brother Hunter Metcalf was suspended a week prior to this event and was not expected to be here. So this should dispel or debunk that he just came to the track this day and wanted to kill somebody. Premeditation is out of the question, because how can you premeditate a situation that you wasn't expecting to happen that day? But I digress. Now you can see possible overlay of footage. If you look on the left hand corner all the way down the frame, you'll see it looks like there's footage layered on top of footage. Now I sped up the footage so that I could be as transparent as possible and show everything that happened, but I also want to make sure I can cover everything in one video. Now when you get to this part, you will see that it looks like footage sitting on top of footage in the left hand side of your screen. It's very apparent at this point. Okay, at this point, you will see a scuffle start to ensue, and it kind of looks like someone was pushed to the right, then to the left, and then you will see Karmelo running out of the tent. He falls at the bottom, takes off running. You'll see him stop and look back, start to walk towards the way he just came from. Once you see those other people that gave chase towards him, he started to take off running again. And at this point, I think this is a coach or maybe a staff member or something that Karmelo is walking with at this point. You can see them split off. Then Karmelo walks back up to him. And it looks like he was explaining the situation. At this point, they're walking back towards the scene of the incident.
If somebody is shooting the victim, they need to be over there. Under a memorial tent. Don't reach for anything, all right, man? Stop right there for me. Dispatch 443, I got the suspect, and they're currently treating the victim. Again, he's on the north end of the stadium. All right, any weapons on you like that? Come on, I'll go up here.
How long? He put his hands up. I know I'm
More
not.
forward, copy, I'll be in route. Help me, y'all back up a little bit. Come over here for me. Come over here. I'm gonna put your handcuffs for now, okay, bud? Dispatch 443, everybody can slow down. I got the alleged suspect in handcuffs right now, detained. Everyone else can slow down. Suspect detained in handcuffs. Hold on. You can open up the channel, and medics are clear to come in. Have them come to the northeast entrance. That's gonna be a gate that's wide open there, and then you come to the victim from there. Received. This is the alleged suspect. Alright, bye. Dispatch is 432. Huh? Okay. We'll figure that in a minute. So nothing on your person at all?
No, sir.
Nothing?
No, sir.
Mind if I reach in your pockets and stuff and all that? Nothing gonna stab me now?
No, sir.
Okay.
I'm going to be out with this. My phone.
I'm gonna get a little personal there, okay? Just to make sure.
My car's right there.
Okay. Yeah.
You want me to get up now?
Yeah. All right. The victim's gonna be underneath that tent over there, so I'll get medics. Memorial tent over there, guys. All right.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
What's happening right now? Victim is over here on the north end. They got staff standing to him right now. This is the alleged suspect. All right. Already? No. Already searched them. Got nothing on him.
I don't know what happened.
423. Trackers have negative CPR progress for a little bit.
Racing.
Came out the wrong thing.
Racing.
Side over here or which side? Up to you. It's up to you.
That's fine. This is closer.
Okay. Let me do one more little check of you, okay?
Yes, sir.
You don't mind for reaching your pockets, anything like that? You good?
You can.
We are just wearing the one pair of pants?
No, man. I'm wearing some little underpants.
Oh, yeah. But no, it's not
Like,
pockets. These are your
no,
own
ma'am. I
pockets.
don't think so.
All right. What's your name, man?
Carmelo Anthony. Karmelo.
430, show me out. Okay.
Racing.
Have a seat here real quick, man. Watch your head. Let me check your hood here, buddy, okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, lean this way so you're not resting on your hands, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, see a little bit of blood on your hands there, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
402, I'm on scene.
So your first name is Karmelo?
Yes, sir. Karmelo.
Let's see, hold on one second.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know yet, man. Carmelo, C-A-R-A.
K-A-R.
K-A-R.
M-E-L-O.
M-E-L-O, Carmelo. What's your last name?
Anthony.
A-N-T-H.
O-N-Y.
O-N-Y. Where grade are you in?
I'm in 12th grade.
10th grade? You go to Emerson?
No, sir.
Where do you go? Centennial. Okay.
I'm in 12th grade. 12th grade.
12th grade?
Yes, sir.
Okay. North Centennial. All right, sit tight for me real quick, bud, all right? All right. Let me run this guy real quick.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him at all.
Oh, shit! Now, maybe there's a completely innocent explanation for the quality to drop and those frames to be spliced together. Maybe it's compression. Maybe it's how the footage was exported. Maybe it's how the video was recorded from the screen. But it was one of the first things that I noticed. I'm just simply pointing out what I'm seeing. Now, I'm not saying the footage was altered. I'm not saying the footage was manipulated. I'm just simply saying that this visual effect is present and viewers can decide for themselves what they're looking at. One thing I will say about the footage is it does line up with what multiple people said that they saw when they viewed the video at Frisco ISD.
Yeah, so again, my name is Tony Sturdivant. I was one of the individuals that put in a FOIA request to see the video. What I saw was starkly different from the testimony that I heard given in the trial. There were 6 kids that walked up, 2 splintered off. I guess that part of, was introduced in the trial where they went to deflect the coach. The other 4 walked directly to Karmelo Anthony. There was a brief conversation, I say maybe 20, 30 seconds, and from there, a scuffle ensued. It didn't last long. Karmelo backed out the back of the canopy. He looked one way, looked to the left, and flew down those bleachers. Now, this is the video that was presented to us. This is the questions that I have, though. Why wasn't that video presented in court? And is it the true video? Because, again, it's starkly different from the testimony given in the trial. Karmelo Anthony flew down those bleachers, fell at the bottom of the bleachers, got up, took off. It was maybe 2 or 3 kids that you can see kind of give chase, but Karmelo was gone, so they weren't even going to put a finger on him and touch him. Again, there was a scuffle that ensued at the top of the bleachers, and Karmelo got it there. But I don't know why that was not brought up in court. I don't know why that was shown. I don't know if the ISD gave us a bogus ass video. I don't know, but that's what I saw.
Hello, everybody. I'm an advocate for Karmelo Anthony. My name is T. And when I went to see the video, they asked if you want to see it from either 2 minutes before the stabbing or 11 minutes before. So I chose 11 minutes. From the moment she pressed play, Karmelo Anthony was already sitting up underneath that canopy. And he was sitting there for at least 8 to 9.5 minutes. You see, well, I saw a boy in a black hoodie go over to him first, and then they left out of the tent, and then you see coming across the field was another 6 boys. When they got to the bleachers, one, he went out of frame, and the other one sat at the bottom. But the remaining 4, they went directly to Karmelo Anthony, and like T said before, it was a brief conversation, and then all you see is commotion. And we know from the interviews that Hunter did, we know that Hunter was, in fact, up underneath that tent. The next thing you see, you can see Karmelo, in the midst of them assaulting him, you can see Karmelo trying to back out, but he gets pulled back forward. The next thing you see is Karmelo, he comes shooting out the back, but he's still not standing. And he had to like kind of crab crawl backwards, and he had to like jerk away from them because they still had a hold of his hoodie. He goes up a couple bleachers and he's looking around for which way to go. He runs diagonally down the bleachers and then he falls. At the time of him falling, that's when I noticed another 3 boys coming down the bleachers chasing after him. But once Karmelo got up, he took off. You didn't see him for the rest of the video. At no point in that video do you see Hunter holding his brother. At no point in that video do you see those boys ever going back to the tent and sitting down. That was all a lie. And I also have questions. I don't know how the defense did not play that video, because when you see that video, it was self-defense. Karmelo was only 5'8", 130-something pounds, and Austin and Hunter Metcalf were 6'1", 220-something pounds. So for people to say that he should have used his hands, people can die from fights, from people using their hands. And that's all I'm going to say for right now.
Multiple individuals appear to be involved. Multiple individuals appear to move quickly after the altercation started. and multiple individuals appear to pursue someone immediately after the incident. Whether that supports self-defense, disproves self-defense, or changes nothing at all is ultimately up to the courts and the viewers. But I will say I walked away with more questions than answers. And I have to be honest, the footage is very hard to distinguish what is going on. But I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm here to show you what I saw. So let me ask you, what specific moment in this footage do you think is the most critical? Was it before the altercation, during the altercation, or after the altercation? Put your timestamps in the comments. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you saw. This is M1 Music. Peace.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Ahmad Shakur. So they finally decided to release some of the footage from the incident between Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf. But the funny thing is, the video footage is doctored. Let's get into it. Now, two of the clips from Officer E. Cortez's body cam footage have the date of February the 10th of 2016 with two different timestamps. Okay, so can anyone explain that for the naysayers? Clearly, it has been doctored. Okay, and I find that all very interesting because why would they doctor the footage if they have nothing to hide? And also, if the footage showed that Karmelo Anthony was 100% guilty, don't you think they would have released that a long time ago, like right after it happened? Please pay attention. If you zoom in really close, you can definitely see that there were at least 4 people that attacked Karmelo. Okay, now you can get mad all you want, but that's just what it is. I know what I saw. Also, when you run it through AI says that there was an unusual transition, okay, an unusual transition between several of the clips. Okay, please pay attention. And let's just go ahead and ignore the fact that Hunter said that Austin grabbed Karmelo's backpack. Also, Jeff Metcalf said the same thing. And I'm sure he learned that from Hunter because he wasn't there. With that all being said, this is likely why they didn't want Hunter to take the stand. Okay, Hunter also said that it was a mistake in one of the interview clips. Please pay attention. Okay, so just take a listen to what Hunter said for yourselves.
Thank you. He's a good kid. We just had a little altercation. That's really it, but he has a good heart. Everyone knows. Everyone around him knows he's a great kid. Just one mistake from that dude and just...
Okay, he said we. Okay, and then he said just one mistake from that dude. Okay, please pay attention. We also now know that Jeff Metcalf had several of the witnesses over for a barbecue in May of 2025, right after the incident happened on April the 2nd. Okay, and I find it interesting that Mike Howard, the best defense attorney in Dallas for the last 10 years, didn't bother to argue against that. Okay, he should have argued, first of all, that the witnesses may have been too emotionally close to the family to give adequate testimony. Also, that they possibly have corroborated their stories and that there could have been coaching. And also that they could have had corrupted memories from discussing certain details of what happened on that day. Okay, please pay attention. And as you can see, under the Texas Multiple Assailants Doctrine, if you reasonably fear imminent harm or death from a group of people acting together, you are legally justified to use force, including deadly force, against any member of that group. You do not need to wait for every individual to attack you first. Okay, it's a group threat. So Texas courts view a swarming or coordinated group attack as a unified threat. If person A is threatening you, but person B and C are aiding, encouraging, or accompanying person A, you can legally defend yourself against B and C as well. Okay, now your use of force must be immediately necessary to protect yourself against death, serious bodily injury, or aggravated kidnapping or assault. Okay, please pay attention. This is absolutely going to be overturned upon appeal. And please let's not leave out that Cynthia Carpenter posted this on social media saying that Fox 4 reported from the track field as the ambulance was leaving that 2 guys and Hunter all said that Karmelo picked up the tool that they used to put up their tents, okay, after Austin punched him in the face. Okay, go ahead and read it for yourselves. Please pay attention. Okay, so the things that I've pointed out in this video alone should be enough to get the case overturned as far as I'm concerned. And also, if we're being honest with ourselves, we know absolutely that Karmelo is not guilty of red rum. And if so, how is he when Daniel Penny was given self-defense after he took out Jordan Neely, who wasn't even doing anything but talking real loud? Okay, the bottom line is, listen, I'm sorry that Austin lost his life. I really, really am. But at the end of the day, I'm also sorry that Karmelo's in prison for something that was out of his control. He didn't ask them to come and attack him. He didn't ask them to put hands on him, to want him to leave, or any of those things. And he did act in self-defense, and I believe that he absolutely was afraid for his own life and safety. Okay, now, with that being said, the prosecution never proved that he wasn't. Okay, they never proved intent. Please pay attention. Speaking of intent, I was in a TikTok live the other night with a Karen who had hair like Motley Crue from 1985, and she told me that in Texas you don't need intent, okay, to prove red rum. But the point of the matter is you absolutely do need intent to prove red rum unless it's felony red rum. Now, Karmelo Anthony was not charged with nor convicted of felony red rum, okay? That would include something like a robbery or a kidnapping, okay? He was just convicted of red rum, okay? So please pay attention. I just have to wonder why Mike Howard didn't subpoena the footage from Fox 4, because I'm sure that he knows all about it. Okay, please pay attention.